You have been told your entire life that money is a tool, that it is neutral, that it simply amplifies who you already are. That is the first lie. Money is not neutral. Money is a mirror. And what it reflects is the darkest, most hidden parts of your psychology that you have spent decades avoiding. The moment money enters your life, it does not make you better or worse. It makes you more of who you already are. If you are generous, money makes you more generous. If you are anxious, money makes you more anxious. If you are insecure, money makes you more insecure. If you are addicted to approval, money makes you chase it harder. That is the dark psychology of money. It is not about the numbers in your bank account. It is about the numbers in your head. The stories you tell yourself about worth, about value, about status, about safety, about love, about control. Money touches every single one of those stories and exposes them for what they are. Most people never look at those stories. They spend their entire lives running from them, distracting themselves with more purchases, more debt, more status symbols, more everything, and they never stop to ask why they are running. That is the dark secret. Money is not the problem. Money is the flashlight that shows you where the problem is hiding, and most people cannot handle what the flashlight reveals. Let me take you inside the mind of someone who has never looked at that mirror. His name is David. David is a successful corporate lawyer in New York. He makes $450,000 a year. He has a penthouse apartment, a luxury car, a vacation home in the Hamptons, and a retirement account that most people would consider a fortune. And David is terrified. Every single day, David wakes up with a knot in his stomach. He checks his portfolio obsessively. He compares his net worth to his colleagues. He feels a constant gnawing sense that he is not enough. He buys things to feel better, and then he feels worse because he bought them. He works 70 hours a week because he is afraid that if he slows down, he will lose everything. He cannot sleep. He cannot enjoy his success. He cannot look at his bank account without feeling a surge of anxiety. David is not poor. David is not financially illiterate. David is psychologically trapped. His money did not create his anxiety. His anxiety was already there, waiting for money to give it something to attach to. And now his money has become the prison that his anxiety built. That is the dark psychology of money. It does not free you. It amplifies what is already inside you. And if what is inside you is fear, insecurity, and a desperate need for validation, your money will not solve those problems. It will make them louder, more expensive, and more destructive.
Now let me show you the hidden mechanism that controls your relationship with money without you even knowing it. Your brain has a structure called the amygdala. It is the fear center. It is responsible for your survival instincts. It is constantly scanning for threats, and it does not care about your long-term goals. It only cares about keeping you alive right now. When you look at your bank account and feel fear, that is your amygdala. When you buy something you cannot afford to impress someone you do not even like, that is your amygdala, trying to protect you from the threat of social rejection. When you stay in a job you hate because it pays the bills, that is your amygdala choosing safety over freedom. Your amygdala does not understand that you are not being chased by a predator. It does not understand that you are not in physical danger. It does not understand that your survival is not at stake. But it acts like it is, and it controls your financial decisions more than your rational brain ever will. The wealthy understand this. They do not fight their amygdala. They work with it. They build systems that calm it. They automate their savings so they do not have to make decisions under stress. They create rules that remove emotion from investing. They surround themselves with people who reinforce rational thinking. They do not try to be fearless. They try to be smart about their fear. The poor and the middle class do the opposite. They fight their fear. They ignore it. They pretend it is not there. and then they make decisions based on it without even realizing it. That is the dark psychology of money. It is not about what you know, it is about what you do not know about yourself. Let me give you another example that will make this real. Sarah is a marketing executive in Chicago. She earns $130,000 a year. She is smart, educated, and successful by any objective measure. And Sarah has over $40,000 in credit card debt. She doesn't know how it happened. She doesn't understand why she keeps spending. She has tried every budgeting app, every financial course, every piece of advice. Nothing works. So we sat down and looked at her spending history. Every single large purchase was preceded by an emotional trigger. A fight with her boyfriend, a stressful day at work, a moment of loneliness, a feeling of inadequacy after scrolling through Instagram. Sarah was not buying things, she was buying relief. She was buying a temporary escape from emotions she could not tolerate. And every time she bought that relief, she felt a brief moment of happiness, followed by guilt, followed by shame, followed by more stress, followed by another purchase. That is the cycle. That is the dark psychology of money. It is not about what you buy. It is about the feelings you are trying to avoid. And until you learn to sit with those feelings, you will keep buying things you don't need to feel better about a life you are not living intentionally. The wealthy are not immune to this. They feel the same emotions, but they have developed the discipline to pause. They have built the capacity to tolerate discomfort. They have learned that the feeling passes, and they have stopped using money to medicate their emotions.
Now I need to tell you something that will make you deeply uncomfortable. The system is designed to exploit this. Every single advertisement you see, every single social media post you scroll past, every single email from a retailer, every single limited time offer and exclusive deal is engineered to trigger your amygdala. They are designed to make you feel fear of missing out. They are designed to make you feel inadequate. They are designed to make you feel that you are not enough and that buying this product will finally make you enough. That is not an accident. That is a multi-trillion-dollar industry built on your psychological vulnerability. Companies do not sell you products. They sell you feelings. They sell you status. They sell you identity. They sell you the illusion of solving a problem that they created. And you are walking into their trap every single day because you do not understand how your own brain works. The wealthy understand this. That is why they do not watch commercials. That is why they do not follow influencers. That is why they do not care about luxury brands. They know that these things are not signs of success. They are signs of surrender. They are signs that you have allowed someone else to define your worth. And once you understand that, once you see the mechanism, you cannot unsee it. You become free. Not because you have more money, but because you are no longer a puppet to the people who want to take it from you. Here is the psychological shift that will change your life. You need to stop asking yourself, "Can I afford this?" and start asking yourself, "Why do I want this?" The first question is a financial question. The second question is a psychological question. And the psychological question is the one that will save you. Every single purchase you make is a vote for the person you want to become. If you buy things to impress others, you are voting for a version of yourself that is insecure and dependent on external validation. If you buy things to escape your emotions, you are voting for a version of yourself that is avoidant and unwilling to grow. If you buy things because you are bored, you are voting for a version of yourself that lacks purpose and direction. The wealthy do not buy things to impress others. They buy things that serve their goals. They buy assets that generate income. They buy experiences that create memories. They buy education that expands their mind. They buy freedom that gives them control over their time. They do not buy status. They do not buy validation. They do not buy escape. They buy alignment. They buy congruence between who they are and what they spend, and that congruence is the foundation of true wealth. It is not about the number, it is about the relationship.
Let me give you the actionable system that the wealthy use to break the cycle. Step 1. Track your emotions, not just your spending. For 30 days, write down what you felt before and after every purchase. You will see a pattern. You will see which emotions trigger your spending. You will see which purchases actually make you feel better and which ones make you feel worse. That data is more valuable than any budget. Step 2. Create a pause between the trigger and the purchase. Implement a 24-hour rule for any non-essential purchase over $50. Write it down, walk away, come back tomorrow. Most of the time, you will not want it anymore. The urge was emotional, not rational. Step 3. Reframe your identity. You are not a consumer. You are not a shopper. You are a creator, a builder, an investor. Your money is not for spending. It is for building. It is for investing. It is for creating freedom. Every time you're about to spend money, ask yourself, is this building my future or stealing from it? That question will change everything. Here is the final truth that will either set you free or haunt you for the rest of your life. The dark psychology of money is not about money. It is about you. It is about your fear. It is about your insecurity. It is about your need for validation. It is about your avoidance of discomfort. It is about your unwillingness to look in the mirror. The system will not save you. The government will not save you. Your parents will not save you. Your friends will not save you. You are the only one who can save you. And the first step is to stop running. Stop buying things to feel better. Stop chasing status to feel worthy. Stop avoiding your own reflection. Look at yourself. See the patterns. See the fears. See the lies you have told yourself. And then build a system that protects you from yourself. Because that is what the wealthy do. They build systems. They build boundaries. They build discipline. They do not wait to feel like it. They act. They act in alignment with their goals. And over time, it becomes a habit. Over time, it becomes who they are. You can do the same. Start now. Not tomorrow. Not next month. Now. Because the only thing worse than being controlled by money is being controlled by it and not even knowing it.